Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's Music Monday stream. How's everyone doing today? I gotta say, it is a... Okay. I did not realize my camera was missing. Give me 1 second. There we go. Hi, everyone. Hi, how's it going? Welcome on in Solar. Welcome on in Cutie. Welcome on in Swags. Welcome on in Pikachu. How's it going? How's everyone doing today? We have a lot of work to do tonight. Well, I say a lot of work. We're going to be pretty much just working on one track. Welcome on in, NJ. Yeah, everyone. We're going to be sort of chilling tonight. We've got, so now that we've finished up, like, our long like, 2-week stretch going into, the Soul Crafters soundtrack, that's done. That's all good to go. We're currently working on some promo material for it. If you've been looking at the socials, you probably would have seen it. I put out like a test video because I was trying to get a format down for how I wanted to do all the videos. And I have an idea. It's going to be like a voiceover from me with the track accompanied by the Soul Crafters bass. Because I don't think I'll have time to like go through and ask each of them individually, hey, can I get you online for a little bit? Hey, can I get you this and that? That would be just way too busy for the schedule that I have, considering that we're running MC Adventures, we're running Batman the Protocol, we are running Fate Breakers Inferno. I'm working on a project. I'm working on a decently large project at work. I've got OT scheduled for this weekend for a project that I stepped off of, but am like coming back for overtime because we've got a deadline coming up, so I took that. So yeah, overall, busy times all around. I find it really interesting because I put like an off comment of in the Fate Breaker server. People were asking like, oh, who wants to do lore? And I'm like, lore would be pretty fun. Everyone's like, Minos lore, holy crap, Minos lore. I'm like, wait, you guys really want Minos lore? They're like, yeah, you're never online. I'm like, oh. I was like, oh, people actually want to like interact with my character. Which, I mean, speaking of which, Minos will probably need to do a stream in the middle of the week because he did not do his post-mission briefing with everyone, so might be worth doing like an extra stream for that on Friday, maybe? I don't know. I need to see where I can fit that in. And just back from going to Disney World yesterday. After 5 hours of waiting in Toronto and 16 hours of waiting in British Columbia, I slept pretty much all day. You know what? That's fair. Minos has a Disney dad. Yeah. That is, in fact, something that we were discussing, I think, on stream 2? Was it stream 2? I think. Or was it stream 1? No, it might have been stream 2. Good, you? I'm doing all right. I'm very tired. So I've been working pretty hard all week on Fate Breaker stuff, and as you guys saw on Saturday stream, things did not go according to plan. So all the massive amount of works that I put on for Saturday session did not end up working out, and I was kind of beating myself up about it. But I told myself Sunday I would take the night off. I would go do something out of the house, and I did. Went out to a really fun festival with a friend, and then impromptu we went to go see Spider-Man, which was really fun. Really enjoyed the movie. I still need to draw that. Please do. If you shoot me that art, Cutie, I'll drop it in the Discord. Fate Breakers Discord. Which, speaking of which, I know we have a command set up for it, but I'm gonna just throw the. I don't know where the card went. Give me 1 second. I think it's on my Moobot. Tired. Makes sense. It's like 9:40 p.m. where I am. Yeah, I got home. I think at like 1:30 this morning. Had to wake up for work at 7. After an exhausting timeout. It was fun, don't get me wrong, but it was also exhausting. Where's my Moobot? I need to quickly open up my Moobot, see if I can grab that link. Okay, yeah, the command should be exclamation point Fate Breakers. Is that not working? It's not. Why are my MoveBot commands not working? Are you just not in my chat or something? Give me one quick second. I'm seeing if this solves the issue. Okay, let's try that command one more time. There we go. Okay, it's probably getting link sniped. But yeah, so that link will take you to the community Discord server at the very top, and then it'll list all of our casts underneath. So yeah, it's a really fun server. I like it. People in there are very very crazy. But anyway, speaking of drawing, I may or may not be hand drawing an indie show. No current voice actors, but it'll happen. That's actually a really monumental task. So if you're hand drawing that, all the luck to you. Because I know that digital mediums are definitely the way to go these days, but hand drawing a show, that takes skill. That takes a lot of patience as well. It's like the people who still do like stop motion clay animation. Those people are insane. There's this one movie that Kiki showed me. I forget what it was. I need to find it. It's by Leica Studios. What is it? What are they making? There's a new movie coming out. What's it called? Wildwood. It's called Wildwood. And looking at everything that they were doing, because there were like some scenes in the trailer where it's like these large waves of like soldiers, like a really zoomed out shot. You're seeing all the move, and in my mind, I'm thinking, how on earth did they do that? If you're animating each of those soldiers one by one, that's got to take like maybe a week or so to get like 2 seconds of footage done. Absolutely insane. I believe they're doing it the old way. But yeah, we've been yapping long enough. Let's go and let's jump into our work. I have like an idea written here, and I figured today we will just work on it. We'll see what we can flesh out, and we'll see how things evolve. So yeah, let's go and let's start off with that. Jump to the music screen. Jump. Perfect. Okay. All right. So here's what I've gotten. Emphasis on gotten. I sort of did this in the morning and then went off to work, so I haven't heard it since, but let's just take a listen. Okay. Okay, so what is that? It's B minor to an F sharp to a D flat, and then it's an A flat over C. So instead of it being just like a regular like that, we have it over C to give it a little bit more of a contrast to it. Okay, so that's what we're working with. I don't know, we're sort of just messing around with stuff right now. We're gonna see how this goes. Ideally the way I would like this to go is similar to how we do our whoops, not that. Take out instruments, thank you. Similar to how we do our concept art streams. I really want there to be I want to say yes to a lot of ideas instead of being picky about them. And from there we will decide what can stay and what can't. So just sort of saying yes to everything, seeing how things turn out. We have basic ideas for how I want this track to go. This is going to be a lot like the tracks that we've already been hearing, like the one that we started out with, the one that we were listening to. So tracks like that in particular. It's a big whip right now, but I'm putting so much effort into it. It's my own original idea I've been tossing around. But since I'm surrounded by supportive people, I'm sure they'll enjoy it. Of course. I think as long as you have like the strong foundations behind you, you can do anything. And it truly is like so awe-inspiring to have a team of supportive people behind you. Okay, let's play this in the right key. Remind me again. I have a few tracks listed here that were related more towards a different area of the game. So I want to listen to these again. Which one was it? I think we were listening to this one. Not this one, but I will go ahead and I'll listen to it because it's still kind of important to the way things are turning out. Something's going on with I'm just right now. What is it? Okay. We were working on a track last week actually that I want to take a look at before we touch this one. If I remember correctly, it was Outbreak, or track name is called Outbreak. This one was actually called in game. I gotta remember because I think this one was one that we were thinking of. We were thinking about getting this in. Right? Is this the one? This is the one. Okay. This one originally was designed to be a combat-based track, but we switched it to ambient. And I haven't heard it since our last stream, so I do want to take a quick listen to it because I know we were trying different formatting ideas. And I think those formatting ideas can help us with this track. Because I want to explore different ideas and I want to take the track in like different directions and see exactly where we can end up. Since a lot of this stuff is kind of repetitive and tends to go through like cycles. So doing something a little different would be nice. Right, let's listen to this very quickly. I can't remember if we actually called this track Done or not. Welcome on in, Mello. How you doing? Yeah, having like a very interesting vibe change, I feel like, is what we need for a track that we're currently going to build. So Remember the ice cream in the freezer, so I'm happy. Heck yeah, go get that ice cream, Mello. You deserve it. We don't have a transition into this. Okay. To be fair, I don't think it needs it. Anyways, kitchen robbery? Of course. I'm never gonna say no to kitchen robbery. Bomb ice cream? Heck yeah. Okay. It somewhat works. I'm really feeling hesitant about this part. But I am liking the vibe change. From, like, in particular, this section. I give you and Chad a bite. Oh, that's okay, Mel. It's your ice cream. And then immediately going into... It's such a cool transition. Like, such like a vibe change. I'm looking for something similar, but in a different capacity. So, and especially because learning these different types of transitions will help with the overall sound of the what am I looking for? Sound, like sound of the soundtrack as a whole, basically. Do you like ube? I do like ube, but I will not take your ice cream, Mellow. That is yours to enjoy. I don't need Omnisphere right now. What I need is Contact. Because I need To the Stars, which is a custom preset that we made. Come on. Load for me. Do you like Pandasol? I don't know what that is. Pandasol. Oh, Filipino rolls. Well, I'm seeing Filipino rolls here. Oh, welcome on in, Jonah. Congrats on redeeming your second grain of sand. User To the Stars. I feel like I've redeemed more than that. Nope, you have not. You definitely have not. Yeah, slightly sweet rolls. Do you like toffee? In all honesty, I'm not the biggest fan of toffee. This has all 3 in it though. Super Yum Yum. That actually does sound pretty good as a dessert. Like just sort of like thinking about how they like how everything mixes together. It probably would taste good. It's not for my palate per se, but I imagine it tasting good. I got string cheese for once. Heck yeah, string cheese is good. What was I doing again? Oh yeah. It's one of your go-to ice creams. Okay, wait, hang on. So it's an ube. I'm trying to make sure I read everything right. It's an ube pandesal with toffee. Give me one quick second. I'm screenshotting that. Okay. I am saving that. I didn't even like coax that out of you. Okay, I put that in a very special place. Question is, what speed do we want to put this at? Because that'll greatly determine what like that'll determine like the vibe of the soundtrack or of this track in particular. Because like if we do something like that, I could see it being like a nice, pleasant thing. So I don't know, like if we were to, whoa, I didn't even hit record. Let's just first quantize it to 120, and then from there we will adjust as needed. Start from there. Go back 1, thank you. Okay, how are we feeling about this? Is this too fast or is this too slow? Was it? Yeah, no, I'm as I said, I'm not gonna say no to things. Let's go and let's give that run a little. Something like that. And I can see us using this somewhere later in. I'm so good at shading in different environments. OMG, I'm not just crashing out because I can't animate for the life of me. You know, I see a bunch of YouTubers who do like animation and like the storytime animators and how they describe their process growing up. I do recommend that if you want to like learn how to animate, follow in their steps because they said they use like Flash, they use other animation softwares. So maybe it might be worth like a search of like what are some beginner friendly animation softwares. Something just to play around with, something that's ideally free. even if it has a watermark, it might still be worth it. Because it's all about learning the technique. And even though I don't animate, I can give a little insight to the process of like how it's done. Or like not the process of how it's done, but how process of how to get from point A to point B. For those of you that have been around the channel for a while, you know that I started on GarageBand iOS. That was 2018, I want to say. 2018, I started on GarageBand iOS in high school. And I was writing music off my iPad. Some of the music from Minecraft Reimagined is from those GarageBand days. So, yeah, there's a lot of obviously it took a lot of time for me in GarageBand, learning the techniques, learning how to do chord structures, learning how to write melodies, learning how to properly make a track. The tools aren't going to get you anywhere if you don't know how to use them. Generally, that is how I would advise approaching a field like this or a hobby like this, is learn the techniques, learn how people do it. That way you're not bound to a software. You're not bound to a piece of tech. Because like if I were stuck on Pro Tools and I was told, okay, use Logic, use Reaper, use Ableton, and I would be like, I don't know how to do this. I don't know what I'm doing. Like there would be like some parts where I wouldn't know how to do the things that I need to do, but the fundamentals of making music and the fundamentals of how to use a digital audio workstation are common across every single piece of software. So the idea of using a piano. The idea of learning how to write melodies, arpeggiation patterns, chord structures, learning how to do scales. All of the fundamentals are so important to learning how to do music and are universal across every single piece of software that I would be able to use. So I believe that those skills and that method of thinking translates almost perfectly into animation. You want to learn how to do specific things in software. You want to learn how to properly identify what you need to do, what the end goals are, how to get there. And then once you learn that, it'll be universal across every single piece of software that you use. And then there's me, and then I just throw stuff together. That is a way of writing. I'm not gonna deny it because I do the same thing. There will be some times where I just throw stuff at the wall, see what sticks. We're kind of doing that now, but I'm doing it with a bit of an educated guess, aka music theory. Put me in grid mode. Thank you. Whoa, wait, are you not on the right? I didn't cut you right, did I? Nope. There we go. Father, I can't read your signature. What? Did I sign something? I don't think I signed something for you. What? Where'd you get my signature? Oh, my time signature. Oh. All right. All right. You got me there. You got me there. Let's bump this up to, let's say 128. It actually feels a little too fast. Let's try 123. Yeah, I think we can roll with this. I think this is something that we can work with. Okay. Now the fun part. What instruments do we want to use? How do I want to build this? What is the right way of approaching this? It's all the minuscule stuff that you really want to start honing in as best you can. Is it a good time to say I can't read sheet music? I can. It just takes me a while. So I would say that it's not a bad thing to not read sheet music. I can read chords, I can read tab, I cannot read sheet music all that well. And you know what's even funny? You know what's even better? I've written scores, and I have like hundreds and hundreds of assignments with with sheet music. So like here, if I open up my music, my finale project, for example, like let's open up this one. I did scoring for a God of War clip. If this decides to open up. So I called it Battle Against the Titans, and you can see here that I wrote out how many pages? 7 pages worth of music on how many instruments? I think this is 4 different instruments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 different instruments. Why did I write the piano like that? What the hell? Okay, I think I had a reason for doing that. Because I only see like 2 treble clefs here. I think I had a reason for doing that. But you can see here that I went through a lot of like sheet music writing. I could probably read this. What would it be? Nope, never mind. Can't read it. Wait, hang on. Maybe I can. Starts on C. It's a C minor. Oh, no, that's a B flat. Wait, B. No, it's a D flat. I don't know. I can't. I wouldn't be able to read it. Especially because it's in 7/4. This is one of those assignments where it's like, yeah, write something in 7/4 or like something outside of regular like 4/4 and like switch it up somewhere in the way. So I think if I remember correctly, there were 3 changes in this. Yeah, I'm seeing 3 changes. So we start out in 7/4, we go to 4/4, or okay, let back this up a second. We start out in 7/4 120. We then go to 4/4 130. We then go to 12/8 130, I believe, and we stay there for the rest of the piece. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. So we've got like some insane sessions here. What else do we got? I would love to know where the Worlds Beyond Our Own sheet music is. It was one of my finals. I know that much. Those are my modal interchange. Those are my motif practice. Modulation and compositions, no. Oh, it was an orchestra final. That one I know. Wait, what is assignment 6? Hang on, this is a broken one. This should be the fixed one. Yeah, I've written sheet music for orchestras, and I still cannot like read sheet music properly. So you know that it's really messed up if I can't even do it. I know it's a final. Where is it? Is it this one? Is this it? Oh, I found it. I found the Magic of the Forest sheet music, which I still really want to get like properly done. It is a goal of mine to get like Magic of the Forest or at this point deep Message from Deep Space, aka Hieroglyphs from another race, ancient race or something. Get one of those 2 tracks fully recorded by an orchestra. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Yeah, you can see like just how insane some of this music gets, because like we have a lot of like the same motifs, but then I think as we get here, I believe, somewhere around here, is when like we hit the climax of the music, and we start getting all these orchestral pieces coming in and working together. So we see a bunch of chords layering, we see a bunch of instruments starting to like right here I think is where it hits, measure 93. You can see we have melody, I believe this is a vocal part or synth part, bass. We have a drum sound like a knocking. Do. I believe I don't know what you are actually. You're the melody. Chords, another bass, which makes me think this is piano. And then I believe this section is horns. So these 4 lines right here are horns. I'm not sure what you are. I forget what you are. But yeah, you can see stuff starts to get really... First off, this thing is 15 pages long for a 5-minute track. Actually, I think I trimmed it down for the orchestral version because I no longer had the glitchy percussion that I love using. But yeah, it's still really cool to see, and I do not know how to read it. Close all tabs. Doesn't matter. I love it. I've been making songs since I was 5, but never sang them in my life, and now I have over 1,200 child songs not sang, and I might try and make them into songs. I love the good old times. It's definitely first off, 1,200 is a lot. I think like if I check my my Pro Tools projects file, like let's just take a look, for example. I have 390 project files. And my Spotify currently has publicly where is it? I'm trying to find it. Publicly I've released half of that at 151. 171 if you count Soulcrafters on the way. So it's like having 1,200 is a lot. I know it's over the course of like several years, but still, like it's a lot. I've done more simple animations in the past, so now having an actual goal and idea in mind, I'm trying my best on using what I've learned before. That is exactly what these projects are for. Taking the fundamentals of what you learn and applying them into a real world scenario. One that you are actually passionate about. My string cheese just falsely advertised me? What does that mean? I'm not liking that too much. Okay, let's just continue where we were going with this. We have something that we need to write. So this is going in a mystical library. We can't be I don't think these are gonna work. It didn't live up to the string in its name. Oh, that's upsetting. I see what you mean now. that's why you're... Okay. Let's go and grab this very quickly. We're going to copy this, paste it down here. Let's work off of this very quickly and just see what we can get. Nice, perfect. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's the instrument that we've been using throughout the soundtrack so far, which I really like it. It's very mystical and magical. Works really well. Have I... Okay, I don't know if I've actually shown the trailer to you guys. Do you have any recollection of seeing the... I can't remember if I've shown it off. I feel like we probably should show it off so I can, like, sort of give an explanation to, like, the soundtrack a little bit better. Let me go find that very quickly, actually. What would it be? It would be trailer, wouldn't it? Marked as trailer? There it is. Okay. Not to be disrespectful or rude, but I hate when the Seribot shows up. I don't know why, but it just annoys me. Seribot is more for me and for Twitch chat. Because Twitch chat runs ads every 90 seconds. Seribot is a reminder to me and to Twitch chat that there's an ad break coming up, and they will not, if you're not subscribed, then you won't be able to watch like the next 90 seconds. So I try and plan like stuff around it. Seribot's actually really helpful. Because unfortunately, there's not really a good way of doing ad-free viewing. If I could, I would like want it to be spaced out like 90-second ads, I believe, like every hour or something. Which would be a lot more manageable than every 30 minutes, but that's Twitch being Twitch. Okay. I don't think I've shared this off yet, but I can't remember if I shared this off, but I want to share it because it's really cool. Hang on, I need to find it. Video. Where on earth is the video? Hang on. Actual size. Size. Okay, cool. Full screen. Why are you just... Okay, for some reason it's stuck in the corner. Yeah, we're missing part of it. Okay, don't... I guess. Always on top? No, not the case. How do I get you to be... Okay, whatever. I guess that's there because I can't grab it. I know there's a way to do it. I just can't remember. Okay, so here's a trailer that we put out on social media platforms for this event. And I really want to go through the music because the music is actually really cool.
Everybody has their own story to tell, written in
I'll bring down the
laughter
dialogue a
and
little bit.
tears. The pen details the times of hardships and the eras of prosperity. It chronicles the lives we have lived, the lives you have lived. Whether it be a camping trip flipped sideways, or a sitcom gone wrong, it is here. Whether it be a city wrought with desolation, or a scientist caught in its isolated madness, it is here. The stories, your stories, are the lifeblood of history, and the library has them all.
So that's the trailer. This can go ahead and go away now. No? Okay, cool. Let's just get rid of the video. Perfect. All right, it's gone. Oh, you know what? I forgot to turn on mini meters. That's fine. We don't need it. We're not doing like a full mixing session today. But yeah, there's a lot that like is going on in the trailer that I want to focus on, and like I want to call back to in this track that we're writing, because I feel like it's important. First off, we do have the main melody here, which we've referenced a lot. I've been told it sounds very Gravity Falls-esque, and I have no idea how to undo that now. So that's the main melody. And we have a couple instruments here that are constantly going to be floating in and out of the soundtrack, especially for the hub area, which is primarily the area that we saw in the trailer. I was like, for example, this instrument here. These signal bells will be constantly floating throughout. Probably this synth will be coming in and out. Do I risk the biscuit and do all 3 days for TwitchCon and hope that I get Friday off? I'd say get it confirmed first. Definitely get it confirmed first. But one of the things that we are putting in this soundtrack constantly throughout is this instrument called Fishing for Silver, which I really love the sound of. It's a really nice instrument. What are you? I forget what you are. Oh, you're choirs. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. Welcome in, GDK Gamer. How's it going? We're going over some project work that we've been doing. Because I don't want to like just go on one day, and then my brain is like, if I do 2 days, it's cheaper to get 3. I would probably say, do you really have a hard time getting RTOs approved? Because in all honesty, it would make sense of like, hey, I will not be available for work. Do not call me in. And like, if they deny that RTO, then it's on them at that point. Oh, not much. I was just checking out Falcon PLV for from Freight Breaker Saturday, and then I see you live streaming. Yeah, we're live streaming. I know people want a minnow stream sometime before the next session. I might try and give that to them. I don't know. We'll see. Hi, Kiki. Welcome on in. EP? Yeah, that's about where we're at. Hey, man. At least you weren't up and at least you didn't have to get home at 1:30 in the morning. Anyways, yeah, we got a lot of instruments here that we're playing with. All of which are awesome. So we're trying to find why'd you get home so late? I was out with a friend for an event, and spur of the moment at 9:30 or at 9, we were like, hey, let's go see Spider-Man. And the showing was at 9:30. The movie was like 2.5 hours. And then I had to drive home, which I was like halfway up to LA at that point. So the main thing is that work's gonna be a lot in the holidays. That's right. I keep forgetting it's on in the holidays. Rose weaving, we are. The official track title that I've come up with for this is A Tale Woven from Time, which is kind of funny considering I did want that to be like a little bit of an Easter egg of like, oh yeah, Time Traveler wrote it. But I think it genuinely fits with like the track titles that have already been selected for the tracks surrounding it. 2, it also just fits the general theme. So overall, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so I think I'm gonna drag that over there for now. Thanks. Thanks for deciding to stay on this clip when I didn't want you to. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think that is a pretty good spot to instrument, battery 4. I need this kit. I need this sound. Perfect. Bravo, what should I have about the indie plot show? I have ideas. What about your day? How's everyone's day going? Mom Bug, I asked Dad already, but I have a question. Do I risk it for the biscuit and go 3-day pass for TwitchCon, hoping that I get Friday off, or do I go just one day? Yeah, that's a very complex question. Yes, it is around the holiday time, but also, like, they should expect people to not be there. My day is shit in my ass. Day is shit and ass and piss and fart. Oh, good for you. Very colorful way of describing it. That'll work. Something like that. We'll clean it up later. Okay. There's an instrument that I want that I'm gonna borrow from the Soulcrafter soundtrack. I believe it's called Twilight, if I remember correctly, from Analog Strings. I think. Me thinks. It's been good? Heck yeah, it's been good. That's good to hear. Where are you? Twilight, Twilight, Twilight. Here you are. I think I did something to this sample. I definitely did something to the sample, so I'm gonna go ahead and open up. What is it? It's the finale. What is it? Truth Revealed. That's what it is. I'm gonna steal this instrument. I don't know, man. I don't want to think about PTO. See, Mello, you were asking the you're asking the completely wrong people about this. Thanks for lurk, Bug. In all honesty, though, like getting that in as soon as possible is probably better, because like getting it in now, while we still have, I think, what, 3-4 months? I think it's 3 months at this point. Yikes. Okay, what instrument is it? Where are you? You. Save as new preset. We're gonna call it Pads of Dawn. Or Pads at Dawn. That's kind of the imagery that I get here. Okay, thank you. Swap it out. Go back to here. I request my cons off in January. Yeah, no, getting RTO as soon as possible is always great. I was originally gonna call out for I was gonna RTO the finale of Soul Crafters on the 18th. Unfortunately, I probably can't do that, so I'm just gonna end up doing my finale Tuesday night of the 17th. So be prepared for that. We're gonna do our send off early. Okay, I need. Where are you, user? Pass it on. Thank you. Oh my god, it's the exact same chords. I don't like that. Can I bring it down an octave? Okay, it's a little too muddy right now, so we need to go in and adjust this. Turn down the release on these. Turn the attack slightly faster. Okay, what we'll do is drag this out to here, get rid of you, drag this out to here, give it a little bit more consistency and mesh. See, that's why it needs the release, is that they don't sound connected, so... For when that gets too loud. Yeah, I think that'll work. Maybe not, actually. I'm gonna bring this up an octave. Hang on, something's bothering me. Something's bothering me about this. I need to find out where it is. I think it's you. You're the problem area right now. I'm hearing something else though. Is it you? It's you. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, because that's a really harsh noise, and we don't want that in the mix. Why maybe recommended things from 4 to 10 years ago? I don't know. The algorithm's weird like that. Sometimes they will just recommend the weirdest stuff. Okay. How about this? We're gonna take this cord. I'm gonna extend it 2 bars. Yes, and then it's gonna go into this. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna make a very quick switch of keys because I do not like the fact that this is exactly like what's it called? It's another track that we wrote. Stories Come to Life, is that what it's called? Stories Come to Life. It sounds exactly like Stories Come to Life. Same key. It bothers me. So we're just gonna go ahead and make a quick switch here on everything that has melodic. Let's go and let's move it. Do I like it? I don't know. I'll try messing around with this for a little bit. Off topic, I love that I made my guy friend who never really listened to pop music into a pop girly. That's great. That's fantastic to hear. I'm gonna bring this over, that way we can just hear stuff as it goes on. I'm not the biggest fan of this. I don't like that it's August. Oh yeah, no, we are. Do you like that it's August? That's a very interesting question. Of course yeah, okay, we'll fix that. We'll fix that later. I mean, not particularly, no. But I have done a lot of work. I've written probably around, I want to say maybe 20, 40 tracks this year. And I've made a whole animated pilot with 2 currently in the works. One that needs to get done to this week. Another needs to get done in 2 weeks. So I've been mad busy on top of running Fate Breakers, on top of running the YouTube and Twitch side of things, Soul Crafters, Lunchbox, the charity event that we just finished up. There's a lot of stuff that has been going in the works this year, and I cannot believe that I just sort of blinked, and everything's like we're really far in. You need to do nothing month, probably, except that's not really possible for me and my line of work. I'm not mad about this key, actually. I'm not liking that too much, but... Is this in the right key? I don't think this is in the right key. Oh well, it doesn't matter. What are we? We're in F minor now? F minor. Yeah, I think we could probably make this work somehow. It's a little more manageable. I'm tired of breathing air. Starts breathing water. Oh yeah, no, I need to start breathing water like a fish. Whoa, why? Okay. Work with me here for a second. What's the instrument that we want to use? Maybe let's find something in Omnisphere, something that we can use elsewhere. Let me check my VST samples. Let me see if there's something here. I don't get the point of breathing. You know, might be one of the essential, vital ways of staying alive. Yeah, could be either or. Either or. Okay. What are we looking for? Something that can work here. Not for this soundtrack. I'm contemplating it. Nah, it's not gonna work. Now, I could do something string-based. Question is, what would I do? What would be the end goal of this? Music, probably? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Let's go sample, but I don't think we're gonna need it. What are you? Could work. I think probably we can make this work. Let's try pasting this down here for a second. See, my problem is we've already got a piano up there. We've got a synth up there. I don't want to put a bell sample up there because I feel like that's going to get really cluttery in like the high frequency range. What else I got? Do we have a pad that we can use probably? That's not a pad. I'd rather not. I know you really need that info. Oh yeah, no, I definitely needed it. Ooh. Maybe. What's controlling that sample, actually? It's you. You're getting controlled by something. What are you? There we go. That's like where it should be. I'm not mad about it, actually. That sounds pretty cool. Drag the sample start back a little bit more. And then chord form. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid having that, like, buzzing sound. Bouncy plucker. What are we thinking? Not what I'm looking for. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this down here. We're gonna play around with this for a little bit. Well, that's interesting. Hang on. I'm not the biggest fan of that. It's something a little different, which I'm actually not mad about. What if we sound match this? What do we got? It's really promising, but man, I cannot make that work. That's actually a pretty sick rhythm. I'm gonna go ahead and stick with this one for now because I have an interesting idea that's like sort of spawning from this. Um, it's gonna lead to like sort of a nice crescendo in a way. I'm gonna go ahead and scoot this all the way over here because I guarantee you this track's probably gonna be more than 4 minutes long. At least, I'd hope it will be. Because I've got this sort of idea in my head that I think could really work. The timelines of no, that's Saribot. I'm tired of not. I'm tired, not of anything specifically. I'm just tired. Same. I think there's a point where it's like you start to feel really exhausted of like the things that you do and just living the life that you live. Sometimes a change of pace is always nice, and a good refresher of like reminding yourself like what you like to do and why you like to do it. Is that a spider on my wall or am I schizophrenic? Anyways, I'm probably gonna sleep because sleeping is recommended. Well, okay, yeah, go get some sleep, cutie. If anyone needs to get some sleep, I do recommend getting it. Hey, what the hell am I doing? Hang on. Let's try that. I want to try that as a melody. Will it stay on this instrument? Probably not. But I'm willing to try anything. There we go. I think I like that one and the first one. Not a big fan of that one. Yeah, okay, let's start. Let's start working with this one. Da, 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 da. My cat's at my door last minute. Like, hello. Hello to you too. Anyways, good night, homosexual club. Good night, cutie. Mm-hmm. Start here. Okay, that should work now, right? I'm liking it. Yeah, that can work. I'm also willing to try something different. Let's try this now. Give it a little bit of variety here. My cat Sawyer is sleeping next to me. Trying to be a still and not talk in chat so he stays asleep. That's fair. Yeah, okay. That's working. That's working pretty well. It's got a syncopation to it. Then here is gonna sound really weird, but I want to try and see what will happen. I want to bring in like full strings out of nowhere. Not you. No, where are they? Hey there. Down an octave. Mm-hmm. What was the original key again? No, it was going down to you. And then going up to you and then you. There we go. Okay, that should be the chord progression. Yep, that's it. That is it. Okay, bring down the attack. Try that one more time. It works. It kind of works. Next I see a very specific sound going over this. Where is it? It's my wind chimes. Where's my wind chimes? Yeah, there. There's a certain sound that I'm hearing. It's a kick drum. It's a kick drum from what is it? Decryption. Although I don't remember what Decryption was. Oh no, I remember. I remember what the session name was called. Working. I need to go up to D. Tension. There it is. Perfect. Okay. Let me find out what this sample is and we'll toss it in. Because I have like this idea in my head that I'm trying to bring to life. I'm starting to piece stuff together as we go. It's kind of this weird, like I'm walking through the dark, but I can kind of see a faint light path in front of me. And I'm trusting the vision. I'm trusting the vision to the best of my ability. Whether that'll get me to the end of the room, we shall see. But so far, I think it's going all right. I don't really have any reason to complain. I need water. I need liquids. All right, where is it? Hang on, I gotta find it. Okay, it's the Telefon Tel Aviv, I believe, right? Yeah, okay. First kick drum on Telefon Tel Aviv. Sorry, I gotta crack my wrist. There we go. Okay. I'm liking the general progression that this track is going. I think we are on a pretty solid track. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that secondary battery sample in here. I'm gonna go ahead and favorite this one because I do use this kit quite a bit. So we should have 3. We're missing one. Session LE, that's another favorite of mine. So now it should be 3. Yep, okay, perfect. Yep, that's it. It's gonna be in that same pattern. We're trusting the vision. Trusting the vision on this one. Da 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 da. Okay. I'm gonna keep it like that, just a 4-bar measure. Okay. Roll with that. And then cut it off there. Alright, let's try this to see how this sounds. I'm gonna try something a little different here. Let's try that. I like that. I think that could work. What does it say? Oiter? Is this a word that I'm not understanding? Oh, water said funny. Okay. Yeah, Mel, have you had any water today? Let's get signal in here because I want to try and use this instrument again. I'm trying not to lean too heavily on it, but I kind of want to. I kind of want to. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, thank you. We're gonna switch it over to user BZ droplets. You're all the way up here. There we go. That's how you get the sound. I'm gonna go ahead and steal this, and we're gonna move it down here. Yes. And we're gonna duplicate you, drag you up one more. There we go. That's working. Now what's wrong with you? Why do you sound weird? Or like you're not on the right key? You are? It's just, it's on a very weird start. We'll find a place for it. Let's bring this back, actually, because I'm curious. And if we bring it up an octave. Let's try modifying this a little bit. Okay, how's this lining up over the chords? Okay. Try that. What is it again? What's the key? Yeah, it's B flat. Yeah, I think we can vibe with that. Combine these together. That way they're linked. Don't hold up. Do not move everything. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and quickly take a look at one of our previous tracks because I want to see if there's another instrument that we can use for a main melody here. Because I want to try and get a little bit of variance in tonal quality, so maybe we can find something along the way. Session. Let me open up the library first. We'll start there and we'll work our way down. The amount of tracks that I have now that start with "the" is insane. Oh my goodness gracious, what would it even be? There it is, see it, okay. Yeah, save. I don't want to lose any progress on this. I'd be so upset if I lost progress. I've actually turned on a black box feature with Pro Tools on the off chance that I do accidentally forget to save. So I have it backs itself up every 10 minutes, I believe. I'm considering taking it down to 5. But currently it's I save 10 backups at a time every 10 minutes. Which is proven to be really handy sometimes. I will not lie. That's just built like a 1x1 Lego piece. Ouch. That hurt. Tell Tyler he's built like a deep breath. Yeah, I said it. I'm making you in Lego and he said that, so. Yeah, he's built like a deep breath. What are these? I think these are samples from when I was originally trying to find a theme. Tyler agreed and said he built like a gentle breeze. Okay, I don't think that's what I said. I said deep breath. What are these? Like, what are you? Tinsmith, okay. I think I'm leaning more towards Tinsmith out of the options here. Let's give it a try. Let's see if we can make this work. Does have changes. Do 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 do. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Delete. There we go. My keybinds just don't like working for some reason. Omnisphere. I'm looking for a tinsmith. Yeah, that should work somehow. I'm actually going to go ahead and flatten these out so they sound a lot more closer together. Yeah, I'm not gonna wear that sitting right now. And then if we bring the strings back here, but without the bass in particular, let's see if that's gonna work here. It is working. I am liking this, but I feel like I'm reaching a point now where I need to like just stop and need to like sort of temporarily like disconnect, detox myself, and then come back to it. Because if I don't know, like I'm kind of on shaky grounds about it. Even though I like it, I think it's on shaky grounds for the project that it's meant to be a part of. I fear we're leaning too far away from the original ideas and themes. So yeah, this is gonna be something that I need to sit on. Do have a meeting that I need to attend, so unfortunately, this is where we are gonna have to end today's stream. We're gonna be back tomorrow. We're gonna be doing Soul Crafters on stream Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday, I will probably be doing Scrap Mechanic. Friday is I don't know. I've got a lot of work on my plate right now, but I would if it's a giant if. There's like a 30% chance of this happening, but Friday being a Fate Breakers Minos lore stream. So, we shall see. I'm not going to put that in the books yet, but it is possible. Do we have any friends in our life that we can raid? I believe we do, actually. NJ, I see you, NJ. We're raiding out here anyway, so we should be, we're going to be ending in a little bit. I think I'm going to go ahead and send you guys over to Roxel, who just went live on Soul Crafters, actually. There's been a lot of lore on Soul Crafters. Can you make me lose your... Can I make you lose your glasses during lore? You can. It's not going to do anything, though. Because, I mean, I can... I'll still, like, be doing it. I just won't be having my glasses on. And you guys can't... For, lore streams, you guys can't see me. So it doesn't really matter. Okay, yeah, let's send you guys over to Roxel very quickly. That's not muted. Okay. There's a lot of lore on Soul Crafters happening right now that unfortunately I'm not a part of because it happens at times that I'm at work. So I do highly suggest that you guys go follow the other Soul Crafters. They are also playing bits of the soundtrack throughout their streams, which I find really cool. I didn't ask them to do that, but I've definitely heard it on their streams. So yeah, that's the plan for this week. Soul Crafters is dropping August 14th. It is available on Bandcamp now for pre-order and for early listening for a few select tracks. We just dropped 2 extra tracks yesterday, so feel free to check that out. The link should have been somewhere, but let me go ahead and drop it again. Bandcamp. That's nice about Bandcamp. Bandcamp. Okay, there is no Bandcamp link. Cool. Thanks, Moobot. I thought I had one. Oh, is it music? Hang on, it might be music. There we go. Okay, that's the Bandcamp link if you want to go find the Soul Crafter soundtrack. Highly, highly, highly recommend. It is such a wonderful piece of art that I worked on. And I think everyone's really, really glad that it exists, and I am too. Anyway, this is where I'm going to have to leave you guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in, but unfortunately, I got you. So I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.